Why, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. If you don't know this voice by now, then why are you watching this YouTube video on YouTube or listening to the audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, and Podbean.com or their official app? What is up, guys? This is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, back here to do a new video slash podcast for you. And this video slash podcast, I'm going to be talking about what video slash podcast you can expect for the rest of this year in 2025. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to talk about what is going to be my first video for 2026 and what that video is going to contain in it. So basically, this is what we are doing today. I'm going to talk about first why I was off YouTube for a little bit for 3 weeks. Then after that, I'm going to talk about what videos are coming out in October. Then I'm going to talk about what videos are coming out in November. And then what videos are coming out in December. And then at the very end, as I said, I'm going to talk about what my first video is going to be after New Year's in 2026. So if you guys are ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy this update video slash podcast talking about the rest of the videos slash podcasts that are coming out in 2025 and my first video for 2026. All right, guys, so the first thing that we are going to talk about is why I was off YouTube for about 3 weeks. So as you guys know, my last video that I uploaded and my last podcast that I uploaded was the opening night vlog video from Halloween Horror Nights 2025 Hollywood, where we only did 2 mazes in the vlog video and the Terror Tram, because we were getting tired around 10:30, and we left early because we did, for the very first time, we did the day and night combo where you can get in at 2 during the day and then stay for early admission for Halloween Horror Nights, and then you're in for that. And that was a little too much for us, but we're going to talk about that during our first impressions video. So I'm not going to give too much away. um so so um So the reason why I was off YouTube for about 3 weeks is, number one, I had some personal stuff that I need to take care of. Number two, I had some commitments that I already agreed to do during September, so I had to take care of those. And then number three, I was sick for about a week as well. So I was dealing with a cold. I had a cold. I got food poisoning. A lot of different stuff happened in September. So that's why I had to take the rest of September off, because of those things. I was sick for about a week. I had commitments and I had some personal stuff that I had to take care of. So now I'm back. I can fully be back doing YouTube for you guys. So that is the reason why I was off YouTube for about 3 weeks. So now let's get into what videos you can expect for October. So, first thing that we are going to talk about is the first impressions video. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that one. So basically what we are going to be doing for the first impressions video, we're going to talk about our experience from the day to night combo. If we thought it worked, if it worked, what we thought about it, what was good, what was bad about it. And then we're also going to talk about the two mazes that we only did, which was Terrifier and Poltergeist. And then this year we also, on opening night, did the Terror Tram. Because if you guys know, in 2024, Marcia and I did not do the Terror Tram. So we are also doing the Terror Tram. We did the Terror Tram on opening night. So we're going to also talk about our first impressions of that. So that video / podcast will be coming out on Sunday, October 5th. Because I'm going to be spending the day with my co-host, my mom, Marcia, on Saturday, October 4th. So we're going to record that video that day, that video / podcast, and then I'm going to release it on Sunday after I edit it. So edit it and then also edit the audio for the podcast as well. So that's coming out on Sunday. The next video the next video / podcast after that is this month in October. We are going to Knott's Scary Farm. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Knott's Scary Farm. My co-host and my co-host Marcia and I always go to every single year. My first year going was in 2012. Her first year going was in 2014. And we have never missed a year except for COVID. So we are going this year. What the plan is we want to go on my birthday. So, that is what our plan is. So if you guys don't know, my birthday is October 9th, which is next Thursday. So basically what our plan is we want to go to Knott's Scary Farm on my birthday, October 9th. And we're going to be buying the tickets this weekend. So either on Friday, October 3rd or Saturday, October 4th. And we will definitely let you know what day we're going. We're also discussing what we want to do for that day, and we also might be staying somewhere that's still in the mix. So once we confirm everything, I will share on social media what day we're going, what ticket we got, if we're going to do any extra stuff that we're talking about, and if we're going to be staying somewhere close that night after Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, after Knott's Scary Farm. So hopefully we can go on my birthday, fingers crossed. We've been looking at the tickets, so we will just see what happens. So after we go to Knott's Scary Farm, we're definitely like the day or two after we go to Knott's, we are going to be releasing. Sorry, I meant to say a couple days after, we're going to be releasing the Knott's Scary Farm 2025 review, where we're going to talk about all of the mazes that we did that year. Especially, we are going to be doing the two new mazes, which is Bloody Mary, and we're also going to be doing the zoo. Now, if you guys don't know, the zoo is going to have two different versions. There's going to be with the lights on from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then for the the last 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on when you go, because Knott's will either close at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. From 11 p.m. until it closes. They're going to have the lights off, and they're going to be giving people flashlights. So we're going to try to do both versions, but if we only do one, we might just do the normal one so I can film it for you guys. So that is what our theme is. So a couple days after we go to Knott's Scary Farm, whenever we go, hopefully on my birthday, we're going to do the Knott's Scary Farm review. So then after that, I think like the week after or 2 weeks after, depending, we're going to be doing a new Halloween event that we've never done before. We are going to check out for the very first time is the LA Haunted Hayride. We are going to be doing the LA Haunted Hayride, and that is going to be really cool because we've never been to the LA Haunted Hayride. This is going to be our first year going to it, and that's going to be really cool to see the LA Haunted Hayride. That's going to be really fun to do. The LA Haunted Hayride. So we don't know when exactly we're going to that, but as I said on social media, I will let you know when we're going. The cheaper tickets are usually on a Wednesday or Thursday, so we might go on a Wednesday or Thursday, because if you go on the weekend, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So definitely we're going to be doing the LA Haunted Hayride. Just don't know when, but it's going to be after we go to Knott's Scary Farm. So then the final event that we are going to be going to this year, that's going to be in November. We are going to be heading back to Halloween Horror Nights. We always go opening night and we go closing night, and we were trying to go sometime in the middle, but because we're going to check out the LA Haunted Hayride, we're not going to go 3 times to Halloween Horror Nights. We're going to only go 2. So we're not going to do the Terrifier maze. We're not going to do the Poltergeist maze or the Terror Trim that year. That night on closing night. We're going to start on the lower lot with Five Nights at Freddy's, and we're going to do all the mazes on the lower lot, and then we're going to do the other 2 that we missed upstairs, which was Monstros and Fallout. And then, of course, we're going to stay until park closes, because we're also going to do the famous chainsaw walkout, or the chainsaw chase out, and then on the closing night of Halloween Horror Nights, John Murray walks the chainsaw guys back through the gates on the upper lot. So I'm going to be filming that too. So that's going to be the first video for November. It's going to be the closing night vlog video for Halloween Horror Nights, and then a couple days after that will be our Halloween Horror Nights review, where we're going to review all the mazes again. And that at that point, we're also going to be doing Terrifier again, because we're going to be watching the videos of the Terrifier and Poke's house and see if we missed anything that we didn't see as we went through it on opening night, if there's any changes. So that full review will be coming after closing night of Halloween Horror Nights. Then moving on, now this is a series that I did a couple of videos for. I wanted to see if people were actually going to like it, and a lot of people did, and they were always asking me, James, when are you going to be doing food reviews again? Well, Your wish is my command. I'm gonna be releasing 4 food reviews. That some of them I did film, some of them I haven't yet. But these are the 4 ones that I'm gonna start off with, and they're all gonna be coming in November. First food review place that I'm gonna be doing is Domino's Pizza. Now, guys, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to look at the menu and tell me what you would like me to review at Domino's. If no one lets me know, then I'll just choose some items that I usually get and I'll review those items. But in November, one of the food reviews is going to be Domino's Pizza. And then the next one that I'm going to be doing is Taco Bell. Next one is going to be Taco Bell. They have some new items that are going to be coming out in November, which I want to check out. So that's going to be another food review that's going to be coming in November or maybe December, but most likely November. Next one that I haven't had in a while. If it wants to open, there it goes. Just have to give it a moment. I haven't had Pizza Hut in a while, so that's going to be another food review that I'm going to be doing is Pizza Hut. I have a list of people suggested, but these are the 4 that I'm going to start off with, and then I'm going to do other ones too. So Pizza Hut's going to be another food review that will be coming in November or possibly December. And then the final one for now is going to be Carl's Jr. I'm definitely going to be doing some food reviews for Carl's Jr. So those are the 4 that I'm going to start doing the series with again. And I'm going to see how these 4 videos do. And if you guys continue liking these videos, please let me know and I will continue doing more food reviews because there's a couple of new places that are open up at City Walk that I might want to review and stuff like that. So those are food reviews that will be returning in November. I'm not going to do all those in November, just those are the 4 that I'm going to start with, and then if you guys like those, I will do more of them. Same thing for another one. I did one video of it. A lot of people like my review of it, so I'm going to also test the waters again with movie reviews, and I have 3 that I'm going to start off with. They're all going to be horror-based ones that are going to be coming after Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, after the Halloween events, these will also be coming out in November. First one is going to be Megan. I've seen Megan, but I haven't seen Megan 2. But both Megan and Megan 2 and the third one I'm going to talk about are all on Peacock right now. So I'm going to be doing Megan. I'm going to be doing Megan 2. As soon as the photo wants to pop up. Megan 2. And then the final one, to test the waters again, is going to be Black Phone, because Black Phone 2 comes out in December. So I want to watch the first one, and then I'm definitely going to be seeing Black Phone 2 in theaters. So those are the 3 that I'm going to be testing again with the movie reviews. And again, if you guys enjoy them and you want me to do more movie reviews and you guys have a suggestion of a movie that you want me to review, please let me know at the comments down below. Or any food review places as well. So those are going to be coming in November too. And then also what's going to be returning in November, and it's been a while since I've done it, and also people enjoyed the first ones that I've done. my history videos are going to be returning. Now, these ones take a long time to process because I have to do all the notes for the mazes, all the scare zones, everything. So these are slowly going to be starting to come out. They're starting this year and then throughout 2026. So the history videos will be returning in November. So the first one that we're going to start with is 2011 Halloween Horror Nights. 2010 one is already up on my YouTube channel, and also through podcasts. So a lot of people are asking me, how are you going to do them? Because starting in 2012, I went to multiple Halloween events. So basically how I'm going to be doing it is, for example, when we get to 2012, that was the first year that I went to Knott's Scary Farm and also Queen Mary Dark Harbor. So when we get to 2012, I'm basically going to do Hollywood, then it will be Knott's, then Queen Mary. And then when we get to 2013, that was the first year that I went to Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. So when we get to 2013, will be Hollywood, HHN Hollywood, then Knott's, then Orlando, and there was one other event that I went to in 2013, which I'm not going to spoil, but it had something to do with Rob Zombie. So that I'm also going to review too. So basically that's how it's going to be for every year. So always I'm going to start with Hollywood, then Knott's, and then any other event that I went to that year, 2013, 14, 15, so forth. So that's just how I'm going to be doing it. But first one that we're going to start with is 2011's Halloween Horror Nights, and that will also be coming out in November. So that's how we're going to be doing it. Now, next thing that we're going to talk about is about a year and a half ago, or about a year ago, I want to say, my co-host Marsha and I went to an experience down in Hollywood. It was called the Beetlejuice experience, where they had Beetlejuice, and then we did a full day of in Hollywood. So we went to the Beetlejuice experience. We went to the Madame Tussauds Museum. We went to Ripley's Believe It or Not, and then the last one that we went to was the Hollywood Wax Museum. And a little backstory: I worked for the Hollywood Wax Museum for about 6 years. They used to own the Hollywood Wax Museum, and then across the street, they used to own the Guinness World Record Museum, but Guinness was partnered with Ripley. So back in the day, what you used to do is you used to be able to do Ripley's, Guinness, and the Hollywood Wax Museum as a combo ticket. So when I first started with the Hollywood Wax Museum, I worked upstairs at the Guinness Museum as a game room attendant. I did that for about, I want to say, a year or a year and a half, and then they transferred me over to the Wax Museum to sell tickets as well as photos. And then sometime after COVID hit, because I left that museum right before COVID hit. So like, I want to say February, like January or February of that year. And that's when I was supposed to start at Universal, and then COVID hit, and I didn't start my job at Universal until 2021. But the Hollywood Wax Museum now in Hollywood, they took over. They still have the Hollywood Wax Museum, so they changed the whole Hollywood Wax Museum. They now have another attraction, which was Chaos, where it's like a 3D shooting gun thing. And then over where the old Guinness Museum used to be, is now a mirror maze. And then one that I'm really excited about checking out is a thing that's called Zombie Outbreak, where it's kind of like a 15-minute like haunted house experience, I want to say. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but I've seen photos because I'm very good friends with people that still work there, like my friend Kent, my friend Johnny, my friend Marvin, also the GM, which is the daughter of the founders of the Hollywood Wax Museum, Karen. She's the new GM now, and so I want to go support the Hollywood Wax Museum, and I want to check out these new new attractions that they have and give my honest review of them. So we're going to be doing a day in Hollywood. It's either going to be sometime in November or sometime in December. We haven't really decided, but that's something to look forward to, which I cannot wait to do, because the last time I was down in Hollywood, as I said, was about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, when they did the Beetlejuice experience. So that's something looking forward to. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about, which is going to be something in December. As you guys know, every year for Universal Studios Hollywood and um and apparently it does not want to show up. So I'm going to have to do it a different way. Give me one moment, guys. Technical difficulties. There we go. Every year Universal Studios Hollywood and Orlando does Grinchmas, and they are planning to do it again this year. And the years that I worked at Halloween Horror, for Universal at the Transformers ride, they did Grinchmas. It used to be a lot bigger, but now they just have it in the Universal Plaza, and they also do the Christmas at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which I never got to experience. So pretty much I want to check out Grinchmas again, so we're going to be doing that in December. And also Marcia and I have been talking about getting a season pass back, because we haven't had a season pass for a long time to Universal Studios Hollywood. So hopefully around December, when we want to go check out Grinchmas and the Christmas at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, that we will have a season pass back. We are talking about what season pass we want to get, but that's something that we are planning to do, because I'm going to talk about this in just a couple of minutes. So we want to get a season pass so we can go multiple times to Universal, because there is rumor that they may or may not be getting rid of Waterworld. So I want to be able to have a season pass to go go on the last day of Waterworld, if that is happening. No one knows about that. And I really like going to Universal because, I want to be able to film some Halloween Horror Night stuff, like construction updates for you guys. And also, I'm planning to go to a lot of different events next year in 2026, which I'm not going to talk about right now. That's going to be a video that I'm going to be doing in 2026 after New Year's. I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. But yeah, so we're planning to go check out Grinchmas as well as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter when it comes back this year in 2025. So that's everything that's going to be coming out for the rest of this year on my YouTube channel. I know that was a lot, but hopefully by December we'll have a season pass back to Universal Studios Hollywood. Not sure what pass we're going to get, but we're planning on getting one. So, before we wrap up this video, I'm going to talk about another thing really quick. So, as I did mention at the beginning of this video, the first video that I'm going to be releasing after New Year's, my very first video for 2026, is there are some events that already been announced for next year in 2026. And some of these events we try to go to this year in 2025, but we could not. But I got to see videos of it on YouTube. So some of these events that we were planning on going to in 2025, they already have announcement dates for 2026. So basically, the first video that I'm going to do is talking about what events we're planning to go, what events we are definitely going to in 2026. And that's going to be the first video that I'm going to be releasing after New Year's in 2026. What events we are definitely going to be going to. No buts about it. This year was kind of a bad year for me. But next year in 2026 is going to be a better year. And definitely the events that we wanted to go to, we'll definitely be able to go to this year in 2026 that we couldn't go in 2025. So that video will be coming out after New Year's, and I'll be the first video because I'm excited to talk about some of those events, but I don't want to spoil what they are. But some of them have official announcement dates for 2026, but you're just going to have to wait to see what those things are. So that is going to be wrapping up this video, guys. I know that was a lot, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for understanding, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the content that is going to be coming out for the rest of this year, and I can't wait to do that video for you guys in 2026. I can't wait to talk about what events we're going to be going to in 2026, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. So you're just going to have to wait until after New Year's to see what events we're going to in 2026. So I was your host, James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20. Hope you guys enjoy this. So have a good rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching this YouTube video on YouTube, or listen to the audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, or Podbean.com, or the official app. And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media sites, the links to all my social media sites are going to be down at the bottom of this video, and also the links to my co-host. My mom's social media sites are down there as well. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. I was your host, James, aka Jimmy Pancakes, and we'll see you for the next video / podcast coming out on Sunday, October 5th, our first impressions video for Halloween Horror Nights 2025 Hollywood with my co-host, my mom, Marsha. Until then, have a good rest of your night, evening, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching this video on YouTube or listening to the audio podcast. Bye-bye.